Hey guys, so I feel like I've had my Fitbit Flex for long enough now to give you guys an honest review about it and kind of share with you everything that I feel about it, kind of how it works, things like that. So this is going to be my official Fitbit Flex review. Let me start out with saying that this thing has changed how active I am by a lot. I've always been one to work out and do things like that, but this has really upped my, instead of leaving a pile of stuff down at the bottom of the stairs, I'm taking it up every single time because I know exactly how many extra steps that gives me. Or when I go to drop my kids off from school or pick them up, I'm parking as far away as possible because I want that extra like 60 steps. You know what I mean? Things like that. So it has really made me a lot more active in that sense. It doesn't do a great job of like tracking workouts, this one at least, because not all workouts I do, give my arm that motion of that, like that up and down, where it actually counts movement, but you can track exercises, and I'll show you that here in a second, but they're just like walking or running exercises. So anyhow, this is the Fitbit Flex. There are a whole bunch of different Fitbit options. This is actually, I think, probably the most inexpensive wrist one that there is. I got this at Costco. I think it was $89.99 or something along those lines. And I'll leave a couple other options like down below as far as like Amazon goes, or even Fitbit itself. So this is the bracelet, and the Flex is the one with just the little bar here, and it will light up. Can you see it? So it'll tell you exactly my kids. So anyways, so yeah, this is the Flex, and what it actually is you have this wristband piece here. And this is the actual counter. Let me get a little bit closer so that you can actually see. So this is the actual counter in here. So you have this little piece right here that pops out. So this is what actually counts your steps. And to charge this piece, it pops into this little charger that it comes with, and it's got a USB port on it. And you just stick it in here, clip it, you charge it for maybe about 30 minutes, and then it goes for about 4 or 5 days. So the battery life on these things is really great. It lasts for quite a while, so I really like that about it. It's easy to charge. Somebody had suggested just charge it every day when you're in the shower and you never have to worry about it because it's not something you can wear in the shower. I guess you can, but I choose not to wear it in the shower. I take it off when I get in the shower every morning, and I put it back on when I get back out. So that way, it's always nice and charged for you, and then you just slip it back in. You pop it right back into place and you're good to go. It took me about 2 days to get used to having it on my wrist all the time, but after about those 2 days, it wasn't so bothersome. I've never been one to wear really watches or much jewelry or anything like that. So it did take me a little bit, especially when I was sleeping at night, but I've gotten completely used to it. Now it's just kind of like a part of me and I don't even think about it. So I love it. I love it so much. So this one specifically actually syncs to your iPhone, and I'm going to show, or any smartphone. Can I have my phone, buddy? I'm sorry. I know you're busy doing that. And there is a Fitbit app. You see how I'm doing today. You go into your Fitbit app and it shows you how many steps you've taken, roughly how many miles it is, calories burned, and it gives you an estimate based off of your, basically like your BMI, how many active minutes you've had, if you've had any walks or runs, because you can track it, your sleep goal, and then how many hours you've had 250 plus steps. Now you can customize your app to yourself, but this is personally the way that I like it. I like to actually monitor my sleep. It's kind of interesting actually. I can go back and I look at it and it's like, oh yeah, that's when he woke up with this nightmare, and that's when the sharks were in our living room, and that's when, something was in the closet, and just like, because I'm up all the time. My kids are horrible sleepers. So anyways, it makes me a horrible sleeper. You can track exactly like the distance of your walks or your runs, and that's pretty cool. It actually has a map. You have to have your phone with you for that, which can be up or down a little bit. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'll just have it track the time that I'm gone. My walk got cut short today because my dogs found a rattlesnake, and it was right on the path and I couldn't go past it because my dogs were obsessed, so I had to turn around and go back home. So my walk today got cut a little bit short, so I only got a mile in. And then your active minutes are minutes where you're consecutively just moving, and I don't really know exactly, honey, just 1 second, why or how it tracks it, but it seems to be pretty accurate because when I'm actually moving, it's counting. So yeah, anyways, that's all of that. And then the other benefit of it is there's challenges. And if you are interested in adding me as a friend on Facebook, you can Jenny CandidMommy at Yahoo, and I'll be more than happy to have you as a friend. It's a lot of fun to see how kind of just like, it makes it a little more challenging, because it's especially when you're in like challenges, you're like, oh, well, you know, they managed to get that many steps today. Like, what am I doing, boys? Let's go for a walk. That type of a thing. So it definitely motivates you a whole bunch. So you can have your friends and then your account, things like that. You can keep track of your weight and log exercises, or track your, you know, log your sleep or track your exercises, that type of thing. So
I want to put on the pink one.
You can put it on. The pack, let me show these really quick. The pack that I got at Costco, I thought it was a good deal because it came with extra wristbands. So it came with a green one, a pink one, and a large black one.
I want the pink one.
Or a small black one, depending on which one you're going to use. You can pick which pack you want to use at Costco. Here, you can play with those. And I like them. I found that I don't really care for the colors that much. And I was super excited to have all the color choices, but I like the black one. I just like the black one a whole bunch. It kind of just goes with everything. And yeah, so let me talk about the things. That's all the stuff I love about it. The things that, oh, and then really quick too, is if you tap it, so
Two times.
Oh, helps if I'm actually looking at it. You tap it. Each dot represents, I think it represents 2,000 steps. So yeah, and then the last one flashes if you're not quite, you know, at that mark yet. So right now I've got 4 solid, and then my 5th is flashing because I'm really close to hitting 10,000 steps for the day. So it kind of gives you a rough idea of how many steps you've taken. Now, I pretty much always have my phone with me, you know, kind of for the most part. So if I want to know specific steps, I do check it on my phone. But I mean, it is nice. Now, what I miss the most, and I've talked about this in like my unofficial Fitbit Flex review, just one second, honey, is that it doesn't tell me the time. And like I said, I've never been a watch person, but I miss it not telling me the time. I feel like it's the one thing that this thing really needs. Now, there's alternatives. There's the Fitbit Charge HR, which tells you your heart rate and tells you the time. And the one that I'm really looking at is the Fitbit Alta. And that one is a little bit sleeker. It's a little bit, I want to say a little like trendier, a little less sporty. And that one does tell the time. And it also tells you your steps and a few other things. And I really like that about it. So I don't think I'm going to be keeping this one. I'm going to be trading it out. Oh, I could give it to you? I think I bought it at Costco, so they have a really friendly return policy. I can just take it back and say, hey, you know, I might get this one, or this isn't exactly what I'm looking for, and swap it out for one that kind of fits me a little bit better. I don't always, when I go for walks, especially just like around the block or something like that, or, you know, I take my dogs for a really quick run somewhere close by, I don't necessarily always bring my phone with me. I have a 6 Plus, and it's kind of bulky. So if I'm not wearing anything with pockets, then it's nice to be able to kind of just keep track of the time. Like, you know, if I say somebody like, hey, I'll be back in 15 minutes, to actually know like what 15 minutes is. Or, you know, like when I don't want to pick up my phone, but I need to know the time. It would just be nice. For all the reasons why people wear watches, it would be nice to have it on my wrist since I'm wearing something there anyways. So I definitely want to get a model that has a watch tied to it. So I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, I think that just about sums it up. For the most part, I really do like it. I mean, I love it. I love it. And it has been a definite life changer for me, and I'm definitely going on more walks. And instead of, you know, say sitting in my car while I let my dogs go running, I'm walking with them and exercising a little bit more.
Because that makes you want to walk more?
Yeah, I want my steps. It makes me walk a lot more, like a lot more. And it's so funny. I mean, I'll like, you know, I find myself like, oh, you know, and I've said this example before, like my kids will need something out of the car, instead of just handing my keys to them and saying like, here, go get it. I'm going out there and getting it and coming back. And all these little tiny trips of steps really add up to make a much bigger account for the day, and I love that. So anyways, I hope that this helped you guys in one way or another, at least know a little bit more about this specific model. It's really basic. If you don't need the watch portion and you just want to know how many steps you're walking and all the other stuff that I included, then it also, the Charge, I think, has like a step counter, how many floors you've climbed. My grandma actually has that model and she really likes it. So, you know, it's just kind of a matter of finding the one that best fits you. But yeah, so that's my Fitbit Flex review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.